My name is Brandon Hartung, and I'm a media missionary who travels the world using photography and video to tell the stories of impact those missionaries and ministries are having and inviting others to join in those efforts. Today's episode is sponsored by Highland Park Church. Highland Park Church is one church in two locations, Fayetteville and Westport, Arkansas. Our focus is to build better people through Christ, because we believe Jesus makes us better in everything we do. Check us out at highlandpark.church for more information. In today's episode, I'm interviewing my good friend Raffi from Lebanon. Raffi is a local who has been a man of peace for the Club 1040 ministry in Lebanon, and he has an amazing testimony of losing everything, but gaining everything in Jesus. I can't wait for you to hear this testimony, so let's welcome Raffi to the podcast. All right, I'm joined here today with my good friend Raffi from Lebanon. Raffi, I can't, I'm going to mess up your last name if I try to pronounce it, so you can do it for me.
Ohannessian.
Yeah, that's how I would have said it. Oh, my goodness. Well, for those that don't know Raffi, Raffi has been a huge catalyst for Club 1040 in Lebanon, and Rhema, Lebanon now is starting up over there, and you just go church. Yep, Go Church Beirut. So many things, and I've been to Lebanon 3 times now, and anybody that goes pretty much, I think, meets you, and you drive them around, and you have a really cool testimony, and just you're kind of what a lot of people will call a man of peace. You know, you're a go-between to the local community, and it's just been such a huge blessing for that ministry and so many ministries there.
Yes.
And I think everybody that's been there in person has heard your story probably. But for those that maybe just know you from seeing Facebook posts and things like that, I wanted to give you the space and the time to just share your testimony of what kind of your life has been like. And in terms of your entire life, you're kind of a new believer still. You're a few years in now. You just celebrated us.
I'm 7 years now.
7 years.
I'm celebrating this month my 7 years.
That's awesome. Yes. That is so awesome.
In the beginning, good evening from Beirut, Lebanon, and good afternoon now in States.
Yep.
So in May, I am celebrating my 7th years of my journey with my Lord. So it was before 7 years I start. And of course, you know my story, Brandon, because we are very good friends, and we saw each other in Lebanon like 3 years. And you were in my wedding.
Yes. That was so fun. Such an honor to
You were in my wedding.
Oh, so, I even brought this. This is on the, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm showing you a picture right now of the cable cars. And
in Juni in Beirut.
Yes. So we've had some adventures for sure. And I can't wait to get back to have a few more.
The biggest adventure was when you say that I will be in your wedding. Really. Hey, I'm like changing airplane. I'm here, then here. And I know you that you are always joking. So in the beginning, I didn't believe you. But when you say that I'm in Turkey, so then Raffi, after like 3 hours, I will be in Beirut. I said, no, this is real anymore. No joke. Yeah. He's coming to my wedding. So yes. I am very thankful that you were in wedding. And really, I am very thankful for you that you choose me to do this podcast. This is a very big honor for me. So how I say I'm celebrating my 7th years of my journey with my Lord in 2011, 2012, I lost my business because like non-good management and family circumstances and everything came together. So I lost my business and I stay at home like 3-4 months. And then 3 years, I go and start working somewhere like 3 months and then 4 months and I leave back. You know, Brandon, I was like 12 years. I was a boss and I have employees and the car and the house. I lose all that and I go back and live with my mom in her house. So 2 years, I was like ups and down, ups and down. And once I go to my barber and he asked me, what are you doing, Raffi? I said, no job. My life is so bad. He said, do you know? So where I was going to the work, they want, they accept me like an employee, but they want car. And I don't have car. Even my car, I sold it. So he said that there is a office taxi here. They want driver. I said, oh, Eli, his was Eli. You know the ego of the human, Brandon, that, wow, I was a boss and now I go and work taxi driver. But in the end, I accept it. I have expenses. I have my mom. I have my life. Life should continue. I go to the taxi office and I meet the owner. And he said, night shift, we are full. We have only like from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 hours work. If you are okay, tomorrow at 6 a.m. you will be here. Believe me, at that night, I didn't sleep. I am like, in Beirut, in Lebanon, the taxi driver, is it like not good business, not good job? You are working. What the people say? Wow, Raffi is working taxi driver. How it comes? This is the ego of the human. So I accept it in the end. Like, it was a very bad days to me. I start working. It was like in one day I take 40,000 lira. At that days was $27. So you work for 12 hours for $27, you know. But in the first day, I take tips like $40 tips and $27 my day. It was $67. I said, okay, it's okay. We'll continue. The rule in the taxi office is there is a whiteboard. When you come inside, you put your name down, and when the telephone ring, if it is your turn, you go and take the customer. I go to the office. It was like maybe 7-8 months later that I was working in this job. I go and I write my name. I was the 6th driver there, and I'm not giving interesting to the calls because there is 5 driver before me. So then it is my turn, and the telephone ring, and the operator take the telephone and he start to ask, yes, sir, yes, okay, and he closed the phone. He said, we want a taxi to Brumana. Brumana is a mountain in Lebanon, but the driver should know English. 5 drivers before me, they don't know English. Wow. I was the 6th. So I go to take the customer, and the customer was Pastor Matt Hattabo.
It was meant to be.
Yes. This is the guy. This is the man. This man is my ideal man that I didn't know at that time that this man, he will change my life. A man that he lose business, American customer. I see, honestly, in the beginning, I see him a dollar machine. Oh, very good. This is American. I can make money from him, you know. But he was very nice guy. And he started to ask me about my family, about my job, about what I do for a living, and etc., etc. But I was not listening to him. I am thinking only about business. He said, can you give me your private number? When we arrived to Daura, from Rumana to Daura, there was a church there that he is preaching at that day. He said, can you give me your private number? Because I need a driver always knowing English. And in the future, I bring my family also. The rule in the taxi offices, you can't give your private number for a customer. You should give your office number. He called to the office, and then the office, he sent to him a driver. But I didn't know, someone from inside said, give the number, give your number to him, give your number to him. And in then I said, okay, sir, I will give my number. He said, I'm going now to States. Next week, my family, they arrive to Lebanon. But I need a big car a little bit. You know how to drive van? I said, yes, sure. I know how to drive van. Believe me, Brandon, in my life, I didn't drive van. But what he is saying, what he is asking about, I'm saying, yes, sir. Yes, sure, I know. I want $1.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
Yes. So when he travel, I go and I rent a van and I start to practice on the van. So he said, I want a big car. Then I have another plan also to bring teams from States that I need like a van. It fits inside 13 or 14 person. So he go to the States and he come back with her family. We start to be a friend. After 10 days, the team arrived from States and we go to the Bekaa Valley. Bekaa Valley is between Lebanon and Syria in the border. There was an evangelical church. So Pastor Matt Hattabo, he wants to go there. He take the team there to clean the church and to paint the church. They want to support that church because it was very poor village there. So I go with them. In the afternoon, they divide the team by 2 parts. One, they want to go to the mountains to pray for the village. And second, they want to evangelize in the streets and preach the gospel, speaking with the team, with people there. So I didn't know at that time what is the meaning of evangelizing, what is the meaning preach the gospel, what is the meaning. I know only about what is the meaning Jesus because my background is Armenian Orthodox. So of course I know Jesus, but I didn't know what is the real meaning of the Christianity that I know now. So I was like a bodyguard with the Americans, you know. So we go to the village town and they speak with the people and they are speaking about Jesus. They are praying for the people. And I am waiting like when it goes like 7 o'clock, we go to the hotel and we eat. I am hungry. I'm thinking about the food only.
Yeah.
A small kids. His name was Yusuf. He came and he asked me. He asked, hey, uncle, what they are doing here? I said, I don't know. They are praying. He said, praying? My mom is sick. Can they pray to my mom also? I said, hey, please, can you go? Can you leave me alone? I don't want to speak with anybody. I am hungry. It's hot. So please leave me alone. And he didn't leave me. I said, what you want from me? I want to pray for my mom. The one of the guy there, his name was Joel. I said, hey, Joel, please, can you help me? He came and asked me, can you pray for these kids? He said, why you don't pray? I said, please, I don't know how to pray. He said, no, you can do it. You can do it. And he left. And this kid, you know the Altico, yes? The Altico that is glue that that there is a glue. Its name is Altico in Lebanon. If something broke, you can put it back together.
Mm-hmm.
This kid is like Altico, like a glue with me. He is not leaving me. And I am very, very mad from him. In that, I said, okay, come to here. I want to finish from you. I said, what's your name? He said, Yusuf. Okay. Hey, Jesus, Yusuf is small now, very kids. So can you heal her mom to take care of Yusuf? Amen. This is it only. This is my pray. I don't know how to pray. I said, what you want to pray? This is at 7:30, come to the church. There is food and there is chocolate. I give you food and chocolate so you can eat and you take food to your mom also. He said, okay, where is the church? I said, here, there, in the end of the street, there is a church. Come there and I give you chocolate and food. At 7:30, before we go to the hotel and eat, still I am hungry. I am waiting in the end of the church. When they finish, so we will go to the hotel and we eat. 7:30, Brandon. I see Yusuf come to the church and his mom with him. He told me that his mom, she is sick and she can't walk. She have pain in her legs. So how she is walking? In that minute, I feel something like a firing inside me. I pray for Yusuf's mom. And Yusuf's mom, she came walking to the church. I said, what is happening? I said, Joel, look, Yusuf and her mom is walking. He said to me that he can't walk. He said, you see, I say to you that you know how to pray. Bravo, Raffi, you did it. And I'm shouting in the church, but everybody, he didn't know what is happening. At that night, we go back to the hotel, and I forget the food, I forget the money, I forget the dollar, I forget everything. I feel something from my inside that from that minute, the old Raffi died and another Raffi born. They pray for me in the hotel. I feel the Holy Spirit inside me. And second day, all the village, all the church, they were speaking that there was a driver. He was not believer. He prayed for a kids there and his mom healed and come walking to the church. This is my first testimony. This is the starting of my journey with my Lord before 7 years.
That's such an awesome testimony. And I've heard Matt tell it from his perspective too, and he just will brag on what a change you are as a person too, just from when he first met you. And what was it like when you had lost all that stuff and all the things you think you want in life you had, and then you lose it? What was kind of going on with your mind and your heart?
In the beginning, when we come back to Beirut, I start asking questions to Matt. I was a very unrespectable person in my community. I was the prodigal son in my family. I didn't see my sister and my nieces maybe for 15 years. I was very pride. I was like, my ego is very high. I have a toy shop. I have a car. I have a house. I have money. You know, So I start to be close with Pastor Matt Hetabo more, because what happened with Yusuf, it was not a little for me. So he said in the first, you start to read the Bible. And we start reading Bible together, me and Pastor Matt Hetabo, and then I start reading Bible alone. And always in the first, when you start reading Bible, you don't understand everything. So in one day, maybe I call 5 or 6 times to Pastor Matt on the phone, and I ask him, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? After 6 months that I'll become believer, I receive Jesus, I give my heart to Jesus, changing start day by day, month by month, year by year. If someone tell me my story, another person, if he told me that it's happened like this in my life, I don't believe him. But it's happened with me, my community start to respect me. I go to my sister, and I go to my nieces. I apologize from them. I said, I'm very sorry that I was I didn't come and I didn't see you. I want my family back. I want my mom back. I want my friends back, because I was living in a very bad days. So I leave all the people. In that day, when I went and say, I apologize from my sister and from my niece, he said, uncle, I was waiting this day. I said, how you know that? What is the meaning I was waiting this day? He said, in 2008, my pastor asked for us that put a names on a paper and start pray on that name. He bring the paper from inside, and my name was there in 2008. In 2008, she put my name on that paper and start to pray for me. And after 9 years, I come back to Jesus, and I come back to my family, and I come back to my sister and my nieces. Starting from here, then to my community, I start. Really, I don't know what that feeling that they have. After I born again and I become believer, the people start see me another Raffi. Hey Raffi, you change. Why you are not anymore mad? You are not anymore sad. Even you had lots of problems, but you have joy in your face. You are laughing. So I start telling them about Jesus, speaking about Jesus. In the beginning, no one believed me, because they know my past. They know that I was a prodigal son. I have a very high ego. I was like, I am the boss, But Jesus, he gave me a big lesson. He told me that I give you that business, I give you that money, I give you that car, I give you that house, but when I want, I can take them back. So be humble, be patient, be loved with the people, respect your mom, respect your family, respect your friends, be humble. I always hear, and I in my ears, humble. You should be a humble. When you be a humble, Jesus gives you everything. And when he closed a window, he opened a door for you. So
it's just crazy. Like your source of joy before was the things,
yes,
possessions, the car and the house and the business.
Yes, that
and all
was
that was.
cool. But now my joy is the people, they love me. My mom, she loves me. My niece, she loves me. My brother-in-law, my sister. So I am now another Raffi. Raffi all died, and I born again with the blessing of Jesus, with the Bible, with the Rhema, with Go Church. Ah, by the way, every time if someone asks me a question, I forget. I said that I am the first Go Church member in Lebanon.
Yes,
Nobody
yes.
can take my place.
Yeah, you're number one.
Number one, yes. So I married again. I married again now,
Yep.
and
That in itself is another testimony.
yes, you were at that cost. You were here at the
Mhm.
testimony.
Well, and I love
that
to
one.
kind of tie back into what you were saying before, like when I came to your wedding to see all of your family and stuff was there. It just like, even though I didn't know the faces and names and all these things, but I could see like the restoration,
Yes.
everything coming back together. And then I'll let you tell your testimony about getting engaged and married. I may have had a part of that. I don't know. Some people try to say it's all me. I don't know. But no, there's a really cool story about how you guys met.
Yeah. Club 1040,
after the
Club 1040, this generation in every nation. This is their logo. Pastor Matt and Julie Beamer, when the Beirut blast happened in 2020, August 4, because they love Lebanon too much, Pastor Matt and Julie Beamer, and they want to change Lebanon, and they start to fundraising for helping the people, the church, the families here in Lebanon. And one of the families that we helped, that Club 1040 helped, we go to the home, and you are with us at that day. And they said that a lady, she will came and translate to the kids from Arabic to English. And that lady was Patricia, that she is my wife now. Bad stories turn to a good story sometimes. You know, bad stories is the blessed, yes, but that blessed turned to me to a good story. So when Patricia, she came there and she started to translate, in the beginning, it was like we invite, because she helped us to translate at that house, Pastor Matt Hetabo invite her to our activities in the church. So in the first activity that we go to Biblos, so honestly, I like her. I said, she is very nice, and she is a believer, so we can, may I marry again? Because I was married first, and in that old bad days, I divorced. But I was very like, can I marry again? So this was something in my heart that I can do or not. So we start. She asked me in the first that you are a taxi driver, yes? I said yes. She said, when you go to the airport, please, there is a guy that he sell medicine, so maybe you can bring it, because his clinic, his shop is on the highway of the airport. Second morning, I call her. I said, hi, how are you? I'm Raffi. I'm going to airport. If you need something from that man, I can bring it. But there is nothing. No airport, no customer, no something.
You just wanted an excuse to go see her.
I start to speak with her. She said, yes, oh, thank you. You are so kind. Yeah. So I bring the medicine. And I start like calling her. It was COVID days. So I show myself that I am very kind, you know. You know anything, you want anything food, you want anything vegetables from inside. I know that it's COVID, but I am a taxi driver. I am always outside if you need something. In the end, our first dating was May 6th. After 1 year, in May 7th, we married together. So
Wow.
the Beirut blast, that was a bad story in Lebanese life. Jesus turned that bad story to a good life to me. And I married Patricia, and we have this very nice house now. And it is like second anniversary last month to our marriage. And everything is fine. I am now good husband, good brother, good son, good uncle. So it changed everything. I am like, my community respect me. My friends love me. When I go to my community down and they are like not fighting, they are arguing together. They said, the pastor came. Come, please. They call me pastor now in my community. Even I'm not pastor yet. I'm not pastor yet. You don't know what is happen in the future.
That's
But
true.
they call me pastor. So every if someone have a problem with together, they call me, hey pastor, can you come and solve this problem? I am very happy person now. So last month, Go Church Beirut message was dancing in the kitchen. So everybody asked about what is related the dancing with the church, you know. So then when they came our big Sunday, that is in second Sunday of the month, Go Church always do, we do only once a month our church. When they came and they listened the message from Pastor Matt Hatabo, they know what is the meaning dancing in the kitchen. When you give your heart to Jesus, when you become happy, when you become joyful, even you can dance in the kitchen when you are washing the dishes also. You know, you can dance wherever you want. You can dance in the room, you can dance in the kitchen, you can dance in the road, you can dance and sing when you are driving. So it's not real that Jesus is always like he wants you that what, oh, I am reading the Bible, oh, I'm preaching, I'm speaking. No, Jesus loved his people to be happy and to be dancing also wherever he wants, you know.
Yeah, the joy of the Lord, right? Show it.
So yes, we are very happy, thanks God.
There's another interesting part about your wife and your history as an Armenian. Something that you told me. I mean, we don't have to go deep into all of that, but for people that don't know the history of that area, tell a little bit about why it before you were saved and reborn, why you probably never would have even thought about dating your wife.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
So your wife is Turkish, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Tell. No, I remember you telling me this story before, so I want you to share it on here.
Yeah. In 1915, a genocide happened from the Ottoman government to my people, to my grandfather and grandmother, and the genocide happened in 1915. So when we were kids, in our milk, they put inside, the Turkish is your enemy. The Turkish is your enemy, always. My grandfather and my grandmother, they came walking from Armenia to Aleppo, from Aleppo to Lebanon. So that's why they were always, the Turkish is my enemy. And my grandmother teach me how to speak Turkish language. I speak Turkish also. She said, I want to teach you the Turkish, how to speak Turkish, but don't use it every time. So when the enemy come and he want to kill you. So you listen what he is talking and you run away, because always they have that worry that the enemy maybe they arrive here to Lebanon also. So so I and after, honestly, when I meet Patricia and we start dating, she is Lebanese, but I didn't know that her family, the origin of her family was from Antioch, and she has a Turkish passport. So, so when
So you didn't listen to your grandma and run away.
my grandma said, "Don't use the language," but she didn't know that that her grandkids he marry a woman that she has a Turkish passport also.
Goodness.
I have lots of this in my heart. So I have another testimony also. We have another sister in the church that she was her origin was Turkish also, and every time that I see her, I do myself that I don't see her. I ignore her. Like, I don't want to say hello to her because she is Turkish. But my ears, devil, he is saying that, oh, this woman, she is your enemy. And my second ears, Jesus saying, you should forgive your enemy. So this is your enemy, you should forgive your enemy. This is your enemy, you should forgive your enemy. So I lost like maybe 6-7 months. I didn't know what I do. In the end, I have two choices. One, I should forgive her because she is my sister in the church, or I want to leave the church. So how I leave the church? This is my church. I am the first member of Go Church Beirut. This is my baby. We grow together. So the church is grow, and I grow also with in the Bible, in Jesus. So how can I leave the church? Like 6-7 months, Brandon, there was a fire in me. I leave the church, or I should forgive her. But in the end, of course, Jesus win and I win, and I forgive her, and we are now together. This Turkish woman and me, we are very close friend and very good sister and brother. This is first testimony. And second one, so my wife, she has a Turkish passport and she is Lebanese, but her mom's origin is from Antioch. So I can forgive, but I can't forget.
Yeah.
This is my story. This is my family. 1.5 million people they killed in 1915 in that genocide that happened. But
yeah,
as a Christian, as a believer, I forgive what they do, but I can't forget. I should every year in April 24 is the memorial of the genocide. I will pray. I will close my shop. I respect that 1.5 million people that died, but I forgive. Because if I want to be a real Christian, I should forgive my enemy.
Yeah. And I think too, Satan uses that history and also just how you are raised to allow you to think bad things about people that didn't even have anything directly to do with that bad history. Like this lady in your church and your wife didn't do anything to your family. It's the history, and Satan using that voice of you can't trust people that are from that origin or from another place or don't look like you, or not even just that, anywhere around the world. I see this everywhere, is Satan uses that against people in their minds to hold something.
Always lose.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, yeah, he will for sure. But some people choose to listen to the wrong voices, so being reborn and having Jesus as part of your life and guiding your steps helps you to listen to the truth, which is, that
And
Jesus loves.
our community is very small. You know, Burj Hammoud, you were there, and we have
Multiple times.
around.
Yeah.
I love Burj Hammoud. You were there, and
Yeah.
you saw, because the community is very small, and all the Armenians live in Burj Hammoud. So if you do something wrong, all the people they know, why I am saying always that I am happy that I come back to my community, because in the States, if someone loses his business, nobody knows, because it's a big country. All Lebanon is 10,000 kilometers from border from Israel until the border to Syria is all 152 kilometers, and all Lebanon is 10,000 kilometers. That's why when I lose my business, all the people, they start to see me like a bad person, because you lose your business, you have credit that you didn't pay to the bank, you have credit for the people that you take the toys with them. So it's a small community, and they know each other, everyone. But now, after my life changed, after I born again, my job is logistic and facilities leader. I'm in Club 1040 and in Go Church Beirut. So every American, when they come, they bring dollar with them. So I want to change them to Lebanese money. At night, I'm giving an example. At night, some family needs like to change $500, but the dollar is not with me. Brandon, I call only to the exchange guy. I said, hey, I need $500 Lebanese, but I don't have the $500 with me. They sent me the Lebanese without taking the dollar. Why? Because they trust me now. They respect me. They saw the changes in me. I'm not that bad, Raffi. I'm not that guy that his nose is like up, his ego is up. No, they know that Raffi now is humble. Raffi now love the kids in his community. Raffi now love the youth in his community. Raffi now is going to church. Raffi is preaching. Raffi is preparing in the future being pastor in Jesus' name. Amen. So that's why if I want $5,000 Lebanese without giving them the money, in one call, they bring the money without taking. And second the morning, if I take the money for them, they said, why you are hurrying? It's okay. We know you. You know what this means for me? You know what? The people, they trust you. They love you. You know what is meant in this crisis, that no one can give you $1, because you know the crisis now in Lebanon. You know the upside down the dollar is how it's playing. You know the people, they don't have money. They are working like too hard, and the salaries is very down. In these bad days, someone give you like $5,000 Lebanese, and he said, I don't want the money, bring it tomorrow. This means a lot for me. This blessing is not from me. This is from him. He gave me this blessing. Jesus gave me this blessing. Jesus opened this way to me. So I don't find the words to tell you how much I am happy, how much I am comfortable now, how much I love my wife, I love my sister, I love my mom, I love my pastors, Julie and Matt, Chance and Miranda, Trip and Rachel, Diane. I remember now, I am going back in these 7 years. I know like lots of people, lots of missionaries, and you are one of them. We didn't know each other. You come first to Lebanon with Club 1040, and we meet and we become nice friends. And you come to my wedding. You come from States to Lebanon to my wedding. You know what it means for me? This, yani, I didn't know. Thanks God. Thank you, Jesus, that uh, thank you, Jesus, that I lost my business and I go and work taxi driver and I meet Matt Etebo and he changed my life. So yes, I lost my business, I lost money, but I have Jesus now. The Jesus is the expensive thing, expensive person, expensive everything that I do now, I do with God and His Son and the Holy Spirit. If I want to go to the pool to swim, I said, "Hey God, hey Jesus, I'm going to swim. If you want me to go, I go. If you don't want me to go, I don't go. Give me a sign." And always I have that sign in my heart. Always. I am very rich people in testimonies, Brandon. In 7 years, maybe I have 10 or 12 testimony. In the blessed, when the blessed happened, 2 big glasses broke in the Beamer's house. So I go to fix that to fix the house. You know the glasses, how much was in Beirut. You have pictures. All the glass is down that buildings. So I go. The people, the worker are waiting, and I am playing with my phone, and I hear a voice saying to me, "Go and take the television from there." In the first, I didn't listen to the voice. Second time, he said to me, "Go and take the television from there." I look to the workers. The workers is Armenian. Someone is speaking me in my ears Arabic. I said, "No, this is a real Raffi. Third time you are hearing that. Go and take the television from there." I go there and I take the television and put it in the office. After 1 minute, big glass 70 by 1 meter fall down from the worker, the place that was the television there. It is not the value of the television. The television is $500. You can bring it back. The value is that He is speaking with me. He is always with me. He is always helping me. He is always show me the right way. That's why
It's an adventure doing life with Jesus.
Yes.
What are you up to now that we're 7 years in, and I know you are even more busy than you've ever been. So what are you up to now? That's another good testimony in itself.
I am a full job employee in Club 1040 and Go Church. And before 1 year, we have Go Cafe. We open a cafe. I'm waiting you to visit the cafe when you come to Lebanon. Yes.
I need to come back. I need to get back.
Yes. This cafe, it was our dream before 5 years. My and Pastor Matt Hetabo's dream to open a cafe. You know, the cafe is very important. You can bring people there. And it's like a hub in the middle of the city. You can bring people and invite him for a cafe, invite him for a sweet or something, and you start speaking about Jesus, preaching the gospel. Now, on Monday, we have a basic there. The basics is something that you learn and you teach the Bible. In Tuesday, we have Arabic Grow Group. In Wednesday, we have English Grow Group. In Friday and Saturday, we have Rhema. And in Sunday, church. So, my life, I am living in a church and go to the house and sleeping only. I'm not living in a house and then going to sleep. No, my life, I'm living in a church. Monday church, Tuesday church, Wednesday church, Friday, Saturday Rhema, Sunday church. So this is my life.
Nice. And then what are you doing with Rhema? What's going on there?
We are in the first level of Rhema. Every first weekend and third weekend, Friday, Saturday. Friday from 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. Saturday all the day. We are learning every weekend. We have a subject like from Old Testaments, life and honor, about healing, about prayer. So in October, we finish our first level, and next year in March, we start our second level. So my plan is, in Jesus' name, when I finish my second level also, I graduate from Rhema, and because my lovely and beautiful wife, she has a Turkish passport, I want to take Turkish passport also, and I go to Turkey and live there and preach the gospel there for the Turkish people. This is what in my heart now. So when I finish Rhema, I want to take the passport and I go to the people that they killed my family. I want to bring them to Jesus and preach the gospel for them. This is in my heart.
That is such. There's so many amazing parts and pieces to your testimony, and I'm sure you could tell even more. But I just appreciate you coming on and being willing to share everything you have, and we'll get to put this out to the world, and it's just it's been a fun time and an adventure just being your friend and coming to Lebanon and getting to hang out with you and
dancing that gay.
Yeah, exactly. I think I did that for 3 seconds before I messed it up. But yeah, I can't wait to get back and see everybody and run around and get ice cream with you.
We are always welcome you. And now you don't want to go to hotel or to anyone. We have our house. In our house, we have guest room, so you can come and live with us whenever you want, what time you want. You have here a room is prepared for you.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
We are praying for yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining the podcast today.
I'm very happy that I do this with you, and I know that we will see each other again live, not on camera, not on podcast. In the end, I want to tell everyone, read the Bible, believe in Jesus. Faith is very important. You should have a big faith to God, because without faith, you can't do anything. You should thank God before you see what you want from Him. You want a car, you want a house, you want money, pray for that one. Pray and thank Him, because when you pray and when you want something from your Father give it to you, because you are His son. So, Bible, faith, and pray. These three things are very important. You should pray. You should read the Bible good. Your faith will be. And if you go to Rhema, if someone go to Rhema, faith school, always, Brother Keith Moore, he has a faith school. So I meet him in 2020 in the COVID days. When I say meet him, in camera in in videos. So everyone that he wants to, someone asked me, what is Rhema? I said, Rhema is a place that you can shape yourself. When you go to Rhema, you will, how you shape yourself. When you go to Rhema, you will be a good father, a good son, a good brother, a good uncle. Because Rhema is not only teaching you the Bible and the faith. Rhema teach you how you will be good person. You know?
Yeah, not just learn the knowledge, but how to
there is
put it in action.
Subject. There is a subject. It's called life of honor. This life of honor, it's a big thing. When we finish this life of honor, I come back to the house. I said, "Hey, Patricia, you know that sometimes I become angry and I shout or something. I am very sorry for that one. I want to honor you, and I apologize if some days I was like angry. So from this day, I want to honor you. I want to honor your mom. I want to honor my mom." So, Brandon, Rhema is shaping place. You shape your mind. You shape your heart. You shape your feelings, you know. So that's why I'm very happy in my life now, what I am doing in Go Church, what I am doing in ministry, what I am learning from Rhema. So maybe you didn't see me happy like this when we were together. But now I am happy and I'm dancing with Patricia in the kitchen always also.
Awesome. Well, I know there's going to be more testimonies coming and stories coming into your life. So
yes,
I look forward to seeing those come to fruition.
Thank you, man. Thank you for this podcast. I appreciate you very much. And I'm saying again, thank you that you chose me. And I am sitting now in your studio and doing Q and A, answer and question. A and Q with my pro friend.
Yeah, it's been a fun time as always, and an honor. So we'll catch you over there soon.
Bye. Love you, man.
You too. Thanks again for joining us on the Mission Field Media Podcast. We so appreciate you taking the time to watch and listen to what God is doing all around the world through all these missionaries and ministries. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and find us on the social media apps and follow us there as well. Tell all your friends about it. We couldn't do any of this without the listeners like yourself and our sponsors. Thank you so much, and we look forward to having you join us again on the Mission Field Media Podcast.